Our springtime wine tour took us to Robertson, one of South Africa's better-known wine-producing areas, which is associated with the production of rich, fruit-driven red and white wines.
Guys, welcome. I'm Stein. I'm the marketing manager of Wel Tevrede Wine Estate. Wel Tevrede means well satisfied or to be content, and that's exactly what the first owner was, Phillip Jonker, when he arrived here in 1912. Current owner and winemaker is Phillip Jonker, and we've got a 100-hectare estate here, predominantly Chardonnay, and we specialize in Chardonnay and Classique. Classique being the South African equivalent to champagne. So if you look at the gardens, we've got a low-lying garden over here, which just extends your eye to the rest of the garden, which is the vines all the way down to the Breda River. And we've got 2 tasting rooms on the estate, one for Chardonnay and Classique, and another one called Cape Wine Crafters, where we do sweet wines, red wines, and all sorts of wines. And if you look at these vines in the cement blocks behind me, these were planted in 1926, predominantly muscadel, and they were transplanted recently when we opened our new cellar door experience to basically guard the entrance of the tasting rooms. From Chardonnay, we also do Classique, but obviously Chardonnay is the main component in all of our Classique. So I just wanted to show you the range. We've got the Phillip Jonker Entheos Brut, the Rosetta Rosé, which is also a Brut, the Ring, which is a vintage 2013 Classique, so going for the vintage bubbly, and then a Nectar, recently released. That's also a 2014 vintage Nectar. So we love Classique. There's another Classique tour that you can do as well. But I wanted to show you the practical experience. So anybody that walks into the tasting room can come in, they can ask to make their own Classique. We take them through the process of degorging, dosaging, corking, labeling, well, first washing and then labeling, and you can take that product home. So it's a very nice hands-on experience for everybody. So on the walls, there's some crypt notes. If you quickly want to become a winemaker, you can read through that and be ready to make your own bottle.
There was more experience with Chardonnay as we made our next stop at the Westhoff Estate.
So Robertson is known as the Robertson Wine Valley, and there's a reason for that, because we are surrounded by lots of mountains. We've got the mountains on that side, those blue mountains over there. That's called the Langeberg Mountains. Okay, and there's on that side we've got also a blue stretch of mountain, which is called, in Afrikaans, it's the Rivier Sonne End Mountains. And I'll translate it into English, it's river without end mountain. And so we've got the mountain there and the mountain there. So it forms like a, like a valley. And then over here we've got the Olifantskrans Mountain, which is the ribs in between, which helps us, blockade the southeaster. We've got Cape Town has the southeaster, but we've got the southeaster here. It brings in cool air, so that's how we regulate the temperature. Okay. Yeah, and our thermostat is the sun going down. Okay, it brings down the temperature like that. So we've got more continental temperatures here. So you'll have like 36 degrees in the summertime, and then it will 2 o'clock in the morning, 12 degrees, ice cold. Wow. Yeah, this is what our vineyards are looking like after lots of rain in June and September. We had floods here. It's green, it's lush, and as Johan said earlier, we've had a lot of damage along the Breda River, but here it's happy. So you can, so our winter, the vegetation that we have here is called fynbos. our winter, the vegetation looked like it looked like spring. Okay, it's just beautiful. What we also do is because we're in a state, it means it has a lot of weight, gravitas on it. Because a state means that you have to, grow the grapes here, harvest them here, vinify, fill and label them on the property in order for you to call it an estate. So it's your seal of approval that the grapes are coming from here. Okay. I got introduced to wine 15 years ago, and ever since it's been always a learning curve, and you always learn new things. And when I came to the Robertson, I thought, you can either do 2 styles of Chardonnay, unwooded and wooded. I came here and I saw 5 different Chardonnays. I'm like, well, how is this possible? And then a couple of months later, I saw, oh, there's 6. And now we're sitting here with 7 different Chardonnays. Okay. So Chardonnay, there's a lot of producers that can do different styles of Chardonnay. We like to keep it pure. If you go to Burgundy, the Burgundians, it's all about the soil. Okay, it's all about what's underneath beneath you. So we've got a variety of different soil types in Robertson. So we've got clay-based soils with high limestone content. We've got 8 kilometers towards Bonneville, we've got slaty, rocky-based soils, which the Germans refer to as schiefer, which you get in the Mosel. So with that, we can, and the weather patterns here, we can, diversify what we can offer to the public. But you've got in front of you've got Blanc de Blanc. And earlier I said, with the bubbly, the Classique, capital of South Africa. Peter Ferreira once said, champagne does wonderful things. It amplifies anything good 4 times. Okay, but it can also show out flaws in a wine easily. So a lot of consumers out there, they don't know what the difference between oxidation and corked wine is. Okay, but with champagne, it's naked. It shows you the truth. So in front of you've got the same wine, 2 different stemwares, okay? The 2 totally different openings. I just love this exercise because you can only do it. This is 15 months on the lees. So lees contact is, it's the dead yeast cells that's left in suspension with the inactive yeast cells that's left on suspension with the wine.